Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're finally building an MSI Mag P or 100PL. All right, 100L PZ. That's right. On top of that, we're building with MSI's brand new cooler. That's right. We have the brand new MSI A15 cooler today, which looks really snazzy. We're starting today's build off with the 7000 XTRD. Again, one of the best gaming CPUs on the market for the price right now. We're putting it on the tried and true B650 Tomahawk board. We got 64 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM, which is still the sweet spot for these CPUs. We've got a 2 terabyte Kingston KC3000 drive as well, going down into the #1 NVMe slot. And for graphics today, we got to go with the tried and true 5070 Ti Gaming Trio. Looks absolutely stunning. One of my favorite cards right now for 5070 Ti's. Powering today's systems, we got a beautiful MSI A1000GL PCIe Gen 5 ATX 3.1 power supply as well. And we got lots of fans today, guys. Lots of fans. 10 fans. 3 on the cooler coming over from MSI. And then we have 7 new M25 kit fans coming over from Phanteks with their new link system in terms of the ARGB and the connectivity. I'm excited to get our hands on these fans as well. Let us know anything down below in the comments about today's build. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure to comment and let us know what you want to see build here next over on the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe as well if you want to see more of these beautiful PCs ending up over in your YouTube feed as well. And if you want to catch us live on it is unedited like it is right now as I record this really long intro, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. We stream around 11 a.m. Eastern. We hope to see you soon. The reason why I like the 5070 Ti right now is that it competes a lot with where the 4080 Super was for like $200 or $300 less than where the 4080 Super was. So I think it's a really good value. People will say that it isn't. I will say that it is. I kind of die on that hill because that 4080 Super is a phenomenal card. It's an absolutely phenomenal card. Like anybody who has a 4080 Super, there's really no need for you to upgrade right now because it's just that good of a card. So 16 gigs of VRAM, 1440p monster, even getting into 4K. It's everything you need for a GPU and more. Let's go top down. Let's get started on today's beautiful build. We got our RAM, we got our NVMe drive, we got our CPU, 7000 XTRD B650 Tomahawk board. This board right here, even if you're going to a newer PCIe 5 based CPU, 9000 XTRD, you don't really need PCIe 5. It's nice to have in terms of longevity, but in most games and applications, you're not gonna see any difference in performance. It's within fractions, like 1/80th of a performance hit, you know what I mean? And it's not that bad. To save a couple $100 on a board that can run it rock solidly, you like it, especially 7000 XTRD. You know, mostly talking for like the GPU, you're not going to see it. Again, there are some issues right now with PCIe Gen 5 right now and some games being reliable and stable. So right now, in terms of like 7000 XTRD with 5070 Ti on a B650 platform, it's still really rock solid. Still good to go. Get our RAM in. Again, we have the beautiful Fury RAM today. We're going to Kingston RAM, guys. We talked about it. I put a short up the other day about it. Just price, performance, reliability, customer service. They've got it all. RGB capability in terms of the synchronization. They sync between each other. So if you put something between it, it's crazy. Like they sync. You never see like Fury RAM not being in sync with each other. I've seen it all the time with like G-Skill and Team Group and stuff like that. It is just such good quality stuff. Let's get our NVMe drive out next. You got it with the price. You got it before. You got your pricing locked in before they had to go up. So, like you got it for a better price. Now they're going to go up. So. Which stinks. Like, even like some of our pricing on, I got pricing, they have 5070 Ti's, even that's going up again. So like it's just, even 9070s are up in price. I got quotes from like XFX and stuff over the weekend because we want to get I want to do some builds with like 9070 XTs. Hopefully we'll be building on stream next week with one of those. Even they're up in price. So it's just, it's crazy, you know, it's just a crazy time. All right, KC3000 down and in, 2 terabyte. Again, 64 gigs of RAM here as well from Kingston. Woo! From Kingston. And now we're gonna work on the cooler. This is what I want to see. So we've been using a lot of Montech, a lot of Leanly, a lot of Be Quiet coolers. We wanted to see what MSI's, like as our entry-level cooler, how it competes this with like the Montech. I think this is gonna be the new cooler we're gonna turn to here moving forward probably in 2025. We like Montech, don't get me wrong, but this is supposed to be absolutely killer performance. So we're gonna get hands-on with it, test it. Obviously 7000 XTRD, not really a super hot CPU by any means, but we're gonna test out this beautiful new Mag CORELIQUID A15 today from MSI. Another good thing we like about this right here is that they're pre-installed fans, which we like about like Montech. Easy installation bracket. It is cross both AMD and Intel. You can see right here on this. It is a single bracket, which means it's good to go. Good tubing, pre-installed fans, and we've got the brand new JPF connection, which I'll show you about too. This will be able to connect right on the motherboards. They have it right on here somewhere. JPF right here. They have a specific connection right here where you can connect it to the motherboard, and it has all of our connections in one. I'll show you more about that here in a second. It's on some boards. It's right here. It has everything in one. Good packaging so far. A nice big heavy foam piece here. Foam here over the block to protect it. All of our materials here. Oh, it's an 1851 offset kit. Nice. That's an offset kit. All right, let's see. 1700 screws, AMD screws. There they are. All right. Put our factory clips and screws back in here. Let's put our Intel. Oh, user manual. Boom. They have a QR code. There it is. Manual. Download the manual.
AMD. Where's our AMD?
Yep, it's going to use the factory brackets. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. I figured it would. Most of them are using the factory backplate. And that backplate looks more square style, which would be more for like Intel. So there, screws in, AMD standoff screws. Pretty straightforward, coarse threaded. It's going to go right down to the factory plate. Fine threaded is going to be for the pump header. So easy, straightforward there. Put the cooler off to the side. We don't need the cooler yet. It's going to be time to get out the case. So everything else we need for the cooler is going to go over here. Screws in our rad screws. Again, let's talk about what's down here on the motherboard today, guys. We have the beautiful B650 Tomahawk. Again, tried and true, one of the best boards for the price right now if you're doing AM5 platform. Everything you need for gaming, performance, it's going to be able to do it for you. Plenty of USB on the back. I mean, look at all those USB. I mean, you've got 4 3.1, 3 3.2, a Type-C, and 2 2.0s. Wi-Fi 6E as well. DisplayPort, HDMI built in, 2.5 gig LAN, and BIOS flashback. Everything you kind of really need for a motherboard in terms of gaming performance. Now, if you're a creator needing more space, there's obviously other options, but for the general use of just pure gaming and content creation, it's going to handle it with ease. 7000X3D is going to run the CPU down in the socket, stand off in place again for that A15 that we're going to be running and testing out here today. 64 gigs of Kingston Fury RGB RAM, 6000 CL30 timings, absolutely sweet spot there for that CPU. And then our 2 terabyte Kingston KC3000, which is a really high endurance, really high quality drive with a long year warranty, which we want. That's why we use it here. It's inbuilt. Absolutely stunning setup there. Let's get this Bertha. It says Team Lift, chat. So Team Lift tells you how heavy this baby is. I mean, honestly, most of this case is the protecting around it in terms of the size of the case box. The case is the same size as almost like an H6. Like, look at that. We just took it out, and now look at it. It's like H6, the Evo size. It really is. So we built with its little brother, the M-ATX version. I said it's time to build with the big brother, the full ATX size. So let's pop it off. Pop off the panels. Oh, it's set up a vertical GPU, by the way, today, chat. Didn't know that. I didn't know that. We might be doing a vertical GPU today, chat. You do 3. Yeah, you have 3 here, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and then a 120 rear side. So we're gonna have 10 fans in this bad boy today. 10 fans. Yeah, this is really close to the Evo. Honestly, this is really close to the Evo. Just pop off. No, I think it's just pretty sturdy. This is sturdy. This isn't coming off. This stays in. Do we have a vertical GPU riser cable that comes with this? It's a pretty big box of stuff here. Does it come with a riser cable for the price? So it puts it in the riser. No, it doesn't have the. It doesn't have the. It wants you to push the riser. We're gonna put regular because I like the riser cables. No offense. Are fail points. We're gonna go standard mount. I just don't, the riser cables, just like I said, they create a fail point, any kind of overclock on the GPU. You're gonna have issues, and we just don't want that. Snaps right in place, that's crazy. There we go, everything opened up. Once we get closer to getting this installed, we will change the screw points, but we have a vertical built-in case mounted vertical GPU support bracket, which I like. BTF compatible, by the way, or Project Zero, as MSI calls it, Project Zero. There's our built-in support, GPU support, which we'll need to get for the nice thick 5070 Ti. It's our SSD tray right here. It's nice, cable management. They've got Velcro built in, not bad. We'll probably need zip ties here today. I just don't like the Velcro. It's good if you're gonna be doing a lot of quick, but we're gonna be building something more like set in stone. I'm gonna pop the Velcro out, and we're gonna use zip ties today. All right, get our motherboard screws, which we have here. There we go. It looks like you could potentially do EATX on here. Potentially. A lot of space down here too. Fans. I don't know if these come out in the bottom. Yeah. 1, 2. Got 2 screws and this popped out to be able to do the bottom fans. So that's nice. All right, take the screws in. The motherboard. There we go. Perfect. Board is in. Like I said, the color combination, the slight tint with the black board, it's nice. It's real nice. We're gonna get the fans in now. Again, we got some new fans today, chat. Overall, first thoughts of this case. This is a case meant to compete with like Leanly and MZXT from MSI. It's called the new Gen 2 M25 fan today from Phanteks. I've been wanting to build with these for a while, and the reason I want to build with these are honestly probably going to be some of the best bang for buck fans you can buy on the market in terms of RGB, performance, and price. Like I think this is going to be a sweet spot. It's got the brand new NextLink technology where it's all all links together, so you have less wires. The cable management, the grommets, everything's kind of hidden on these fans. I've been looking at them for a while. I want to get our hands on them. I saw them kind of debut them, and I was like, we got to get our hands on these and test them out. And the reverse fans, which is nice. Very, very nice. For our bottom and for our sides, so all the fans look uniform. Let's start working on said fans. I'm pretty sure this is like a $35 set of 3 fans for a high-end PWM fan with ARGB and kind of got that prism, that infinity mirror type of design, while being a full fan illuminated hub. Looks really nice. So you can do extension cables, so you can connect all the 6 fans in the intake will be on the same socket. I'll be able to connect them on the side and then run them on one header, which is really, really nice. 3-year warranty, again, so 73 CFM fans with 2.51 air pressure and then the up to 2,000 RPM. So plenty of airflow on these bad boys too. So really, really nice fans from Phanteks. Let's get them into today's build. Are they already pre-assembled? They're already pre-assembled. They're already pre-assembled. You can see the wires are hidden on that side, but there they are. They're pre-assembled, ready to go. They're meant for this type of case. So that's a pretty nice plus. Thank you for choosing Phanteks. We'll have probably our extension cables down here, our connectivity. Yeah, our extension cables. So they run pretty much a 6-to-1? Yeah, 6-to-1 header, which doesn't include your PWM and your ARGB right here. Got an extension cable here, so you can go fan to fan. Got 2 of those. You got little standoffs and covers for your fans, and then all of your screws. And then your manual on how to make them appropriate. Pretty impressive little setup, especially for the price point. Like these are coming in swinging. The great thing about this is you don't have to connect it to a hub. You can go right off your motherboard, so you're gonna have exact RGB illumination across the entire setup. We don't have to install like L-Connect or any other kind of program like Corsair, stuff like that. So you're getting a premium Phanteks fan. You don't have to worry about all the other oddities, if that makes sense. So I like that. I like that a lot. So we're gonna run the 6 fans here in unison. They just clip in. That is really nice. There we go. Get our covers like that, right there. I mean, look at that. Look how clean those fans look. No holes, nothing. I like that. That's clean. These are reverse fans. We're gonna put them right here on the rad. We're gonna flip it over. And get these screwed in. I think you do 140s down here. I believe, yeah, you can do 140s on the bottom if you really wanted to as well, which is nice to see. There they are. Those fans, they look nice. Really nice. I'll save a D-RGB. So you can actually plug this into like a Leanly controller, by the way. It's the 3-pin RGB controller, also your sync. That's pretty nice. And then you just plug in the fan here into this, and this just runs into your headers. So these are just plugged in. We're gonna run them underneath the case, be able to plug this right into the motherboard for both PWM and our ARGB. That's pretty clean. I'm gonna drop this in really quick. And then we're gonna move on to our front panel connections, which we kind of skipped. We're so excited to get these fans installed, so just dropped right in place. These fans are installed. Let's get the rest of our front panel connections done really quick before we start working on any more of our fans. USB 3.0 header. That's in now in. Get our Type C in next. That's in. All right, get the front panel connection in. All right, so we have RGB here, RGB there, RGB up top. Okay. I was looking so far. We get the other side fans in, and it's going to start looking really good. Once we get the side fans, we're going to move on to our power supply, and then move on to our cooler last. Cooler should be pretty straightforward on today's build. A new A15 today from MSI as well. Audio cable in, HG audio up and in. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's run our PWM. Get the side fans in. Our set of reverse fans. The regular. Well, I need one of the regular for the rear. We're going to have these saved for other builds. I'm going to charge for one and charge 15 for this build. The rear fan. Now we can run these over here. Screw these in for our intake. Reverse fan intake. There we go. All our fans are in. Time to get the power supply out. Actually, we gotta do the rear fan first. There we go. All right, in and lock in place. All right, let's get our screws. All right, let's get working on our power supply today, guys. We have 0 SATA, which is nice. So today we need EPS, 24-pin main, and 12-volt high power. That's it. 4 connections on this beautiful 1,000-watt power supply. That 1,000 watts actually overkill today. You could have probably honestly just gone with 850 on today's system, but alas, it's the 1,000-watt GL in here. All right, there it is. There's our 1,000-watt GL. Get our box out of the way. Let's get our power supply in, then we're gonna work on our cooler next, chat, before we move on to that GPU. 24-pin main, CPU 1, CPU 2, 24-pin, 12-volt high power. Those are all the cables we need, all these extra cables, so go in the bag here with the power cable. Our cables are in. So this power supply mounted on the back here. It is all in there. All right. So we're working on our power. EPS, get these up and in for our CPU power. Be first. Okay, up and in we go. 24-pin main motherboard. All right, on to the cooler, chat. Let's get this bad boy in. Cable measure not too bad. We're gonna tidy up some of the things in there in the back. Looking good though. Big thing is gonna be this power cable. I'm gonna have to go down further all the way to the bottom, honestly. Come at the bottom. Let's see how she does. I'm gonna have to come up down through here. We have the length though. The question is, do we have enough length to get to the card? Or am I go over the top? We'll see here in a minute. We're gonna work on the cooler, and then we'll go back to that here in a second. Beautiful new MSI A15. Spin this bad boy around and go top down. So you're ready to mount the cooler. Peel off our plates. Let them sit right there. Let's get our thermal pastes. Yeah, a little bit on the X. There we go. All right. All right, mount this really quick. The Be Quiet's been doing all their coolers like that for years. They're not just the newest one. It's been all of their coolers. They've been refillable. Deep Cool had them too for a while. It's not something new. It's been pretty well adopted lately. But all right, give me 1 second, chat. I'm going to disconnect all of the cables I have right here, kind of bunched up on the main line going in. There we go, and work on the cable management really quick. All right, so we have pump has RGB. Let's get ready to mount the cooler. Get a couple of these in really quick, chat. These screws. I don't think this board has a JPF connector. It's a proprietary connection that runs literally just the PWM, the ARGB, everything in one connection right to the motherboard. This one I do not believe has a JP. Let me see. Specific connector, it's a JP, what is it called? Easy connection. This one does not have it yet. But on some of the newer boards, you can plug that in directly to the motherboard and have all your controls just on one connection, which is really nice. This one doesn't have it. Not a big deal. We're gonna run everything old school PWM, right to the motherboard, ARGB, things like that. Not a worry at all. Those are all connected. To the rest of our screws into the rad. We only have the 4 corners in. The rest of these bad boys in. You don't see cables back here at all, which is kind of cool. I'll spin around, see what I mean? Like you don't see any cables once you're done, which is nice. All right, let's get the GPU out, guys. That's what you guys want to see. Get that out next. The 5070 Ti Gaming Trio. $2,700 PC is a monster. We're on our website later today. There are a couple more going on our website, I think, soon, too. Trying to get them done when we can. There's that beautiful 5070 Ti coming in from MSI. All right, get these 2 slots opened up, everything plugged in. Get this bad boy booted up. I don't even know if we're going to be able to use a GPU. We have to use some padding, extra padding on the support bracket. I don't know if it's going to reach there. We'll see here in a second. Get this 5070 Ti in. Here you go, ready for the thunk? 3, 2, 1. There's a thunk. I mean, this is not moving at all. I don't know if we'll be able to use it. I think it's more for like a heavier card. It's in there, but I don't think we can actually use it. Like this is right there is about as high as it goes. And we still have like another, we need to go up further. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to use the support bracket. On certain boards with the GPU sits lower, it'd be fine, but I mean, this one's going to be all right. So I'll pull it out, put it back in the box. Because it's not really a slouch of a GPU. Like now if we're talking like a 5090, or especially like an MSI like X870E like carbon board where the PCIe slot's lower, then that would make more sense. But today, we don't even need it, surprisingly. But hey, it looks good. Now let's get this GPU cable in. This is the big other thing. We'll run this behemoth. So are we gonna run this? Are we gonna have enough slack to get it there? There it is, chat. Just enough. Clear the fans, clear everything. It does.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.